things that you can do around the bumhole. These are the things that you mustn't do or mustn't try in the bumhole. Hi guys, Spence here again. We went to Snetterton for a racetrack day. So my brother and my dad, they're both really into cars. I've actually done a video before for my brother's birthday. They took us to this car show place. If you want to see that video, search Spence car. So this time, my brother took us on a day out for a racetrack. I just wanna. What are you doing? Actually, you know, there's a lot of circuits out there around the UK. One of them is Snetterton. Before the circuits open, all the vehicles line up. And you know what's really cool? So there's a lot of different activities that you can book there. Here are some of the things that I have found on their website. There's a lot to explore. It just depends on what you're into. You can even hire the venue. Isn't that cool? Learn how to drive or book to drive these cool cars. And also you can use your own car to drive in the circuit. That's my brother and my son as the passenger. You pay extra for an extra driver, you pay extra for each passenger. That's my son right there. That's my brother's baby, my brother and his partner. They're so cute. Look at their outfits. See, we went there during a novice day. For starters, go for the novice day. For more experts, you know, you go for a different day. They would start the day with a brief. Making our way to the briefing area. Look at this cutie little baby with her little racing outfit. And the whole family in racing gear. So adorable. There's a lot of parking area. You can choose which one. And there's also garages, but I think you have to go there really early to be able to get one of those because people seem to like those. It's interesting for me to see all these different outfits and vehicles. And it's a very interesting experience for me because I'm not really that into cars. Like, there's a lot of times that I don't even remember cars. I'm actually learning how to drive right now. I'm in the middle of my driving lessons. I'm on day 3 today. I'm trying to do the intensive course. My brother asked me, what car are you using for your driving lessons? And I was like, I don't know. What brand? I don't know. I didn't check. Like, I'm just not very observant like that. You know, I don't really check like the brands, I guess. So maybe something that I could improve if I want. And now I know. I actually asked the driver. I'm terrible with cars. I don't remember them. A long time ago, there was like a time when I went out with a guy, right? And then when I went back home, my daughter was like, so what car is he driving? I don't know. What brand is it? What's the logo like? I'm like, I didn't look at the logo. I have no clue. I don't remember. It's not something that I maybe focus my attention on. They also have a little play area for families with kids. Because it's very different from my interest, I guess it's a change It's a change from the usual things that I see. So when I'm there, oh, okay, so this is how they do it. Oh, look at those things. You know, there's a lot of different cars that maybe I wouldn't see anywhere else. It's not the usual cars that you see. And look what I found there. Such a cool trailer. I thought that was so cool. I'm like, what is this? Like, it's so cool. And I was like, take a picture of it. I really wanted to ask them like, what is this and stuff, but I felt kind of shy in that moment, so I kind of just took a picture. But apparently it's something that is used to carry vehicles that might be valuable, and at this particular instance, I think it's for motorcycles. You know what? When they told me, like my uncle told me, like probably they bring the motorcycles, and I'm like, why won't they just, you know, drive their motorcycle to the place? And then I realized later on that number one, some of these motorcycles or cars, you know, they are only meant for the racing, you know, for the racetrack. So some of them don't really have all the papers you need to be driving on the streets. Okay, tell me if it's him, yeah? That one? Behind this one? The one in front of the yellow one? Okay. Wait, I think I'm following a different person. Oh, I see him. Oh no, he got overtaken. He got overtaken. Another thing, if it breaks down, so basically, you know, because it's a circuit, it's a track, sometimes these cars and motorcycles go through a lot more pressure or stress, so I guess it's normal for them to break down somehow. So I guess then how do you get home, you know? So yeah, it makes sense that you have a caravan to bring it home if ever that happens. Helicopter, yeah, helipads, maybe for like health services, you know, because look, they have an ambulance. That's cool. If you look at this part of the Snetterton circuit, you can see there's an ambulance and what looks like a helipad. I think it's good to know that they have a good contingency plan because this could be a dangerous sport. It's a dangerous sport. So they have, I thought this was so cool when I saw it. They have a lot of systems in place, you know, to make sure that you are kept safe. So they actually have a helipad in the place, you know, I guess in case of proper emergency, when you actually have to be flown out, you know, to get immediate medical help. Tell me if it's him. No. Oh, that's him.
You can see them again. Behind the door. I actually at the door.
Okay, tell me again when he's there.
He's there.
Oh, he's there. the safety is, they do a brief in the morning. You pay, who is the passenger, who is what, and then you get a wristband. I was a bit sunburnt that day. At 8:30 in the morning, you all sit down with everybody and they would tell you all the safety measures, do's and don'ts. Do not wear shorts, okay? Make sure your legs are covered, otherwise they won't let you even be a passenger. One of the things that really stood out to me about the brief was at some point, this guy started saying what to do, what not to do, and the bum hole, and I'm like, and he kept repeating bum hole, and I'm like, seriously, my daughter is right next to me, and I'm like, is he saying bum hole? Like bum hole? Oh my goodness. This is what he meant, like bum hole. But I was just like, what? You shouldn't do this in the bum hole. These are the things that you can do around the bum hole. These are the things that you mustn't do or mustn't try in the bum hole. What the? There's plenty of areas for spectators as well if you want to watch the races. How it was for us was, all of us that are there for that day are divided into 3 groups. 2 of those groups are cars, 1 of those groups are motorcycles, and then so each of those groups will have 20 minutes just to go around the track. You can do as many laps as you want. People can overtake you. I guess in some people's minds it could be like a race, but you don't advertise it as a race because they don't want people to be way too competitive to the point where you get into an accident, but for safety reasons. But I think some people will think, ha ha ha, I've gone by this guy twice already. What they're trying to promote is you're having a race with yourself. You're trying to beat your own record. My uncle and my brother, they're taking turns for each of those turns. So I think in one day, we could get 6 turns, right? So all those 6 turns, my brother and my uncle are sharing because they're using 1 car. And so the first go is my uncle with me, so it's like we all get to have a chance to go around the circuit, even though we are passengers. And then the second go was my brother with my son. Third go was my uncle with my daughter, and then 4th go was gonna be my brother and his partner, and then the 5th and 6th was gonna be just them by themselves. Is Randall still there? It's actually really cool to look at. It's actually really cool to look at them do their own thing. And if you really like cars, you know, you'll probably be interested to see the other cars like that. I don't know. Then all of a sudden, we started seeing red flags. There's another red light!
What? It's something to do with us coming here. Every time we come to this hill.
No! So when the lights start flashing red like that, everyone has to start making their way to exit the racetrack.
Somebody's come up.
Oh my gosh, my brother's car got towed back. No, really? We were like, what's wrong? And then it seems like this coolant kept disappearing. It's a coolant. And that's really cool. You see, it disappeared and now it's back. They still don't know what's wrong with it until now. They have a suspicion that maybe it's the cap is popping out and then the coolant is seeping into the engine. I have no clue what I'm talking about, to be honest. I just try to repeat what they're saying.
Is
But it still starts. It's like their mind boggles at why this car still starts, but the coolant disappears and it's smoking. It's got smoke coming out of it. Okay, that's what was going on. Also, a tip if you're interested in joining a racetrack day, make sure that your vehicle is insured for racetracks. Anyway, we had to be towed back home, you know, because we went in two cars. So one car was just for the passengers, and then me and my brother went with this AA guy going home. For me, it was actually really cool to see the towing happening and how the towing equipment comes out the back of the AA van. I wish I could have taken a video, but I felt like I was gonna be making the AA guy uncomfortable. So I decided against it, but I was so tempted. I was just watching him the whole time. I think that might make him uncomfortable, but at least I'm not filming it, right? So I was like, I just said like, I'm sorry, I've never seen this before. So just pardon me for just watching you do what you're doing. Because there's a lot of stuff that he has to do. Yes, like strap this in here, strap this on there, and then put this around the wheel and this and that. And for me, it was also cool. And like there's this thing that he would put at the back, you know, this thing that like, oh, my poor brother. Lights that he would put at the back of the car and then connect it to his light so that the guy at the back of the car that he's towing will be able to see his brake lights, you know, when he brakes. And you know, I thought that was super cool. Like, oh, that's what you guys do. Siya ba yan? I was actually researching a lot of things about these circuits recently because my daughter is into cars, and like she's 17, okay, and she's trying to figure out what she wants, what she doesn't want. And this is a good time for her to experience a lot of different things so that she will figure out what she actually wants, what she likes. You know, I think that the more little experiences you get, the more you will know what you are actually interested in. Summer vacation, and I was thinking, you know what, maybe she would benefit from, if she likes cars that much, you know, she would benefit from like a course, race course. And they have race courses around the UK, and it's super cool. Like, I was reading through it and I'm like, ooh, that would be super cool. But she doesn't seem like she's interested. So, because she has really good reflexes, and I'm like, you'll probably be good at that. I feel like I'm bad about it. Am I trying to get her into an accident? No, but I feel like, you know, it's something that she can actually do. And I thought that that would be super cool. So it would be a super cool experience for her as well. You know what, actually, another interesting thing about Snetterton Circuit is it's actually in a game that you can play on your PlayStation. So you can actually practice the circuit, not on a car though. So the game is only motorcycle, it's a motorcycle game. But you know, you can actually memorize the circuit itself through the game, which is super cool, right? Like, so you actually, before you go there, or like, I don't know, in between the races that you do, you know, you can familiarize yourself with the actual circuit. And because it's handy, isn't it, if you memorize the turns and that. And when he was saying that to me, I was actually thinking, I memorized a lot of circuits at Mario Kart. Is there a circuit there that is the Mario Kart circuit? Imagine, that would be cool, right? Though, and I've looked around. Actually, there's actually kind of like a Mario Kart circuits in places around the UK. So you know, it's one of those things that we can search. There's a lot of cool ideas to explore, you know, around this topic, around racing. But anyway, it was cool to see all the different cars, the different motorcycles, and how they turn, you know, how each and every one of them do the turns differently. So I was just there like, you know, let me film this, let me film how people do this. And I guess I was thinking maybe it will be interesting for you as well to see. Siya na ba yan?
They're coming after this one.
I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. I'm a ninja without a name. Don't fall in love. There's toilets and showers in the air should you need it. It turned blue.